know about
But do they know about what type of stock they should buy this time of year?
I do.
Now that's the type of man I want to know about. Okay, so the next guest on Modern Domestic will be BlogXilla. You guys stay tuned.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm
no
down.
Judgment zone.
You heard it here first. That's what we're gonna do.
Exactly.
We're gonna be there.
Pimpin' where you at? Keep your money in your bag, 'cause tonight I'm needing something more.
What's going on, folks? Nothing better to do. I'm BlogXilla and you're watching the No Judgment Zone. Today I am very excited. The most beautiful girl is here.
Oh, stop it. But that's my line. No, I'm always like, there's no judgment zone over here with me.
No, that's my show. You stole my show?
I'm just saying that's my line. That's your show. So maybe that's why I'm sitting here.
That's why you're here, and I'm happy that you're here.
Thank you very much.
You were doing a bunch of great things. You have it's called Everything Girls Like.
Everything Girls Love.
Everything Girls Love. Everything Girls
They
Love.
don't just like what I'm doing. They love. I have an Everything Girls Love weekend. First of all, Everything Girls Love is a blog. It's a lifestyle blog that I started when I joined the cast of Love and Hip Hop. I created it to be kind of a one-stop shop for women where you can go get the latest fashion tips. You can go to get what should you cook on your first date, what should you wear to meet his mom, the current events so that we know about what's going on out there in the world.
Girls need that because girls don't know anything. Like every time,
no,
they don't. No, let's keep it real. There's a lot of women out there who be like, I want wine. What kind of wine do you want? Oh, what kind of wine do you have? Like,
there's a lot of men out there that say I want Henny, a shot of Henny. They don't know anything about. But let me explain something to you. There are some women like me that don't drink.
Okay.
Why do I have to know about wine?
You should know what type of wine you like.
No, I want to know about what type of stock I'm gonna buy.
I feel
and I want my man to know about that too.
Stunt.
Now there are a lot of men. They know about wine.
I know about
but do
wine.
they know about what type of stock they should buy this time of year?
I do.
Now that's the type of man I want to know about.
Motherhood is looks so good on you.
Oh, thank you.
Your Instagram, you're a great mother. I just saw the video with your son on the bike you put on Instagram.
Oh gosh, that was my struggle for school this morning. He's like, Mommy, it's my bike. I said, yeah, but your bike doesn't belong in school, but it's my bike. That meant don't touch my bike. And I was like, no, I can't go to school with you. You can't learn with the bike. So I had to show him where I was parking his bike in his school. And I said, it's gonna stay here till you leave school. I promise I'm not gonna take your bike. And that was the only way I was able to leave.
Oh, wow. You left it there, you brought it back?
No, I left it there. So when I go get him later on this evening, he has to see the bike come out of its parking spot. He had to actually park the bike. I said, you have to park it like Mommy parks her car. You have to park the bike. So he said he like maneuvered it and parked it straight. It had to be straight.
Isn't it great how these kids want to be so grown, they're so smart?
My son turned 3 days ago. And it's like, the world is his. He feels like he wants to put on his own shoes. He doesn't know how to tie his shoe. He just knows how to knot them. But the knot for him is a tie. Then I have to take it out at the end of the night. But it's knotted right now in school. It won't come off. So I guess it works.
Being in business, everyone always talks about millennials. But our kids, your kid, my kid, who's a little older, they're Generation Y. And this is an extremely different generation. They've never known what it's like to not have internet. They're gonna have smartphones by the time they're 5. They're gonna grow up wanting businesses, wanting to be more independent. How exciting is that for you as a mother?
It's super exciting. There's so many things that Amir is going to be exposed to that it's just so much easier. There's no more encyclopedias. At the click of a finger, he can find out what's going on in China. He can find out what's going on in Europe. There's no more opening books. I'm a little sad about that because I do like, you know, the whole going to the library, trying to research. I do like that feel of learning.
It's way more tedious though. Like,
it is, but it takes so much more time, you know, and sometimes I feel like learning should be a little more time. It's so easy for them just to click online, figure out what they need to figure out. I'm scared that now, you know, 1 + 1, he's gonna put it in the calculator.
What was it like for the kids when Mendeecees came back home?
It was amazing. See, Amir it was a lot of adjusting for my son. When Mendeecees left, Amir was only 6 months. So he had to get reacquainted with this man in his bed because Amir felt like he was the only man that belonged in my bed. So he's like, who is this man in my bed? And that was hard for him because he was like, like, get out of here. He was already 1, so he's just like, I don't want anybody else in my bed. Little Mendeecees, his father is everything to him. He is his world. So he has been on cloud 9. It's 5 months now and he's still on cloud 9.
Yeah, how did he step up when he went away? Big Mendeecees. Well, little you know what I'm talking about.
Little Mendeecees felt like he was my man. That skirt is too short. Why'd you pick me up at 10? You know, my bedtime is 8:30 and it's 10. What were you doing out so late? Why did your mom have to cook me dinner? You should have been home cooking me dinner. And I was like, okay, you are your father reincarnated. I'm sorry. I will be home to cook dinner for you. Okay, I will wear a longer skirt and wear a t-shirt over my bathing suit at the pool with you. Fine. That's what happened.
Wow. And you have a cooking show too, though.
I do.
You have a cooking show?
I'm super excited. No, I really can cook. I can cook very, very well.
What was the last thing you made?
I made some dirty Louisiana rice with a crab boil, and I also had a salad with fresh cucumbers, tomatoes, and I love oysters and clams in my salad as well.
Yeah.
So I had a good old time. I had a good old time. So Modern Domestic is my new cooking show. And it not only is it a cooking show, but it's more like a lifestyle show. We cook on the show, but while we're cooking, we also talk about, you know, fun time, summer decor for your, you know, rooftop barbecue, or, you know, a good romantic dinner, the final touches you need to add to your meal. And, you know, it's just kind of, and then we also talk about some fun, cool pop culture things while we're cooking. And then you get to get a good recipe out of it.
Cool, that's what's up. Yeah. I just made a good recipe. It was really simple though. It was peaches and tomatoes in a salad with like honey. It was so good.
With honey?
Yeah.
Oh.
So and I paired it with a shish kebab. It was a chicken and chorizo shish kebab. It was
wow. Okay, so the next guest on Modern Domestic will be BlogXilla. You guys stay tuned.
Let's do it. I'm
no
down.
judgment zone.
You heard it here first. That's what we're gonna do.
Exactly.
We're gonna be there. Tell me about Pud. Cause you have.
It's actually Pud. You know how your grandma might call you,
Pud.
Hey Pud, come here Pud.
Yeah, Pud.
So that's where it comes from. Cause it's a term of endearment that I call a lot of my friends Pud. So I wanted to use that same term since it's kind of embedded in my life and in my family and with my friends. And I created the Pud Mentorship Program, and it's Partners Uplifting Our Daughters. And it's you have 2 daughters?
2 daughters.
How old are they?
12.
Oh my gosh. And that's the age group we're targeting.
Yeah.
Wow. I'll get you some information on it.
Okay.
It's actually happening this Friday. We're having our first kind of installment of it, where we are meeting with young girls. I have a panel of professional women, and we're gonna sit and talk to them about how important they are, how much they mean to this world, how much influence they can have on this world. And a lot of it has to do with written expression, kind of how you feel about yourself, and if we kind of feel like they don't feel what they should be feeling about themselves, we're gonna help to change that.
How do you feel about how these young girls are acting and behaving inside the music industry today, and the music that are being targeted to them? Because it's all, you hoes ain't loyal, you're not my main chick, and all the other stuff. So how do you feel about that, and how women just in the business sort of network and move?
Okay, I'm gonna take the first half of that question. The first part of that question, I feel like it's a parent thing. You know, I don't let Mendeecees, our 8-year-old, he can't listen to certain songs because I will not stand for him saying you hoes ain't loyal. I will not stand for him saying that's my main chick, or whatever the songs may be. So we have CDs that we put on when they're in the car. And you know, I can't say what's gonna happen when they get to school, and I can't always monitor what he's looking at on his phone, or, you know, on the TV. But when I'm around, I monitor it very much, and he knows this is appropriate and this is not appropriate. You know, and it's really, I think, what you instill in your children. You know, we have a very close-knit family, especially at home. It's mom and dad, you know, it's me and his dad there, and we eat dinner together, we talk about things. You know, he like finds a girl cute. I'm like, you're 8, why do you think a girl is cute already? So we talk about these things, you know, and he sees that his dad, you know, treats me very special. He knows that that's important. So hopefully, even though what they hear on the radio, what they see on TV, won't influence more than what we do and what we preach and show at home. Now the second part of that question is women in the industry. How do I feel about how we're portrayed? How
y'all portrayed, and just how you see some of them move. Because a lot of them do a lot of different stuff, and you know, some are good, some are not.
I think in any business, us women are multidimensional, and I feel like some of us, we educate ourselves, we position ourselves to be great from learning, and I think some of us, we sleep our way to the top, and there are just different women that do different things, and I think some things allude to longevity, and some things give you a very short-lived career, and I think you have the right to decide which woman you're going to be. And I've made that decision of what type of woman I'm going to be. So I hope I'm here for a very long time.
Everyone loves you, and everyone gives you the utmost respect, and that's what I see.
Thank you.
So we're gonna play a game. We used to do this before. I would have my girlfriend come in, but I'm single right now, so she's not.
What'd you do to her?
Well, I have a different girlfriend every week because I'm stuntastic like that.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell the whole story behind it, but you know, they're not loyal. But we play this game. We play this game, and I'm gonna bring thing up and ask questions.
I'm scared.
So these are some really personal questions in here.
Oh, personal questions?
Yeah, it's crazy. So just.
Did my publicist see these personal questions?
Nope, they're horrible questions too. So, just pick one. Okay, hand it over.
There are two there,
Okay,
so
I'll pick
the
one.
best out of the two.
Okay, we'll answer both of them.
No, oh, that's
only
just
one.
one.
Only one.
Great.
If you could put a movie title to your life, what would it be called?
Fast and Furious and stilettos that in the courtroom and in the boardroom.
Okay, that's gonna be Fast and Furious 8.
But you have to add Fast and Furious
And stilettos.
and stilettos
In the courtroom.
in the courtroom and the boardroom, because I unfortunately have to go to courtrooms these days now. But Fast and Furious in stilettos in the courtroom and in the boardroom.
I'm not mad at that. I'll watch that movie.
You watch it?
I'm gonna write it.
You're gonna write it?
Yeah, I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna direct it.
And are you gonna do the premiere?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So I know you have to go.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
That's our show for today, folks. Join us next week when we try to find Bobby Schmurder's fitted hat while blindfolded on a unicycle.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Yandy Smith, and you are watching globalgrind.com.
But usually I fall asleep
Really?
early, so he like gets mad at me. It's like every time I stay home and watch the movie, you fall asleep.
Like they try and bust my notes. Let's say shit from your computer. Bah, bah.